Let's do this. No fluff, no BS. Let's break it down piece by piece in a way that resonates at every level. The conscious, the unconscious, and everything in between. Here's the deal. You've been living in the clutches of a belief system, a set of limitations, and a grip on reality that's been holding you back. And you know what? That grip, it's a lie. The truth is, you've been walking around carrying a weight you don't need to carry. And that weight, it's shame, it's fear. It's this underlying nervous energy that stops you from fully standing in your power, from fully owning who you are, from celebrating your skill. You're afraid of being cocky. You're afraid of being proud. You're afraid of showing up fully as yourself because deep down you're scared of being too much, and of course too little. But let me hit you with something real. Radical honesty. It's the most freeing thing you can practice. Lying is the prison. Radical honesty is the key to the fucking kingdom. Stop letting your fear of being seen, of owning your accomplishments, keep you locked in a cycle of self-doubt. Here's the truth, and it's going to hit hard. You're not a liar. You're not a fraud. You don't need to hide. There's no shame in saying, I'm good at what I do. You're good at what you do. So stop playing small. I get it, you're thinking, but there's always more to learn. There's always someone better, someone more accomplished, more skilled, more experienced, yeah. And that's exactly why you'll keep growing. The fact there's always more means that growth never stops. So stop being afraid of not knowing enough. It's not about knowing everything. It's about embracing the infinite possibilities for learning, for improving, for evolving. Imagine this every time you feel that nervous energy creeping in. That feeling of not enoughness. You turn it around, you flip that shit on its head. That nervousness, it's not fear, it's anticipation. It's the energy of you stepping into your greatness. Let me show you how to handle that nervous energy, how to turn it into something powerful. First, let's break it down like a muscle. You're used to feeling that anxious energy, right? The fear of being judged, the fear of coming off as arrogant or cocky. That energy, you've been using it as a roadblock. But now, here's the flip. You turn it into fuel. You control that energy and use it to push you forward, to give you momentum. You realize this energy isn't something that holds you back. It's the catalyst for your power. You learn to breathe through it, to feel it, to know it's the sign of growth. Why? Because your state shapes your reality. And guess what? You control your state. Your nervous energy, that's just a state of mind. You can shift that in an instant. Here's a little hack for you. Anchor your state. When you start feeling that fear, that nervousness creeping in, associated with something positive, something empowering, picture your best self. Imagine that version of you standing tall, filled with confidence, and acting from a place of self-approval. Make that image so real, so vivid, that when you feel that nervous energy, your body automatically shifts into that powerful state. You own it. You claim it. You've already been doing this in little ways. Thinking about a time when you stepped up to something. Maybe you didn't know if you would handle it, but you did. You succeeded. That's proof. That's evidence that you have the capacity to do more, to be more, to grow more. Now let's layer in some science. Why does this shit work? Let's break it down scientifically. Your brain, it's a pattern-making machine. And when you repeat an action, especially one that's tied to emotion, like stepping up and owning your skill, it creates new neural pathways. The more you do it, the stronger those pathways get. The stronger those pathways get, the more automatic it becomes. Your behaviour becomes ingrained. and you no longer have to think about it. It just flows. This is the brain's neuroplasticity in action. You're rewiring your brain to think differently, to feel differently, to act differently. And when you take action from that place, you change the course of your life. Every time you take bold, confident action, you reinforce those neural pathways. They strengthen. The more you step into your confidence, the more it becomes a natural part of who you are. Let's talk now about fear and vulnerability. You've got this underlying fear that if you show up fully, you come across as arrogant, as proud, as too much. But let me tell you something. That's a lie, because here's the truth. You are enough. And there's no shame in acknowledging that. There's no shame in saying, I've worked hard to get here, and I'm fucking proud of it. When you're afraid of showing up, of being seen, you're giving away your power. You're letting your fear dictate your actions. But when you step into your fear, when you face it head on, you reclaim that power. That's where the magic happens. Every time you stop yourself from speaking your truth, from owning your skill, you're cutting off an opportunity for growth. And you know what happens when you do that? You suppress your potential. And when you suppress your potential, you suppress your energy. And when you suppress your energy, you shut down your momentum. So stop that shit. Give yourself permission to be great. Let's get real though. You're scared of being judged, right? The truth is, people, they're always going to have something to say, no matter what. So why are you letting their opinions stop you from being the fullest, most authentic version of yourself? Why let their judgment keep you small, keep you in a box? You deserve to shine. This is your reminder. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be authentic, because authenticity attracts. The more you step into your truth, the more the right people, they're going to resonate with you. The more you stop hiding, the more you'll align with those who see you for who you really are, strong, powerful, and more than enough. It's time to stop playing small, time to stop being afraid of your own potential. You have a light inside of you that's meant to shine, and you've been dimming it for far too long. Let it out. Are you ready? Ready to step into the new you, ready to drop the fear, drop the shame, and drop the doubt? Because that's all they are, stories. And you get to rewrite your story, starting right now. So here's the deal. When you feel that nervous energy creeping in, you breathe, you smile, you step forward. You trust in the process, you trust in your growth. You trust that you're enough, and that you have everything you need to create the life you want. And every time you do, you'll reinforce that belief. You'll live it, you'll breathe it, and soon you'll embody it. This is how you take control. This is how you rise. And now go, stand in your truth, own your greatness, and let the world catch up to you.